Let that new intro rock for a minute.
Let it rock. Let it play.
Let that thing play.
Let that marinate. Let that marinate.
Let it sit in your eardrum a little bit, baby.
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
You know, you gotta make it do what it do.
Hey, bring us in, bring it. We live, baby.
We live, baby.
Hey, before we do anything, can one time round of applause for man Bonaparte on the beat. A little something new.
Okay.
A little something new. Why you look at me crazy when I said that?
No, I didn't know who Bonaparte was. I was just waiting, like, who the hell? Oh, okay.
That's an official producer name. That's
You
why.
thought he was gonna say his name and then put a small picture up like, yeah.
Napoleon?
Oh, that's who it is.
We're talking about the French conqueror, right? Napoleon Bonaparte? Like, who? This man's conquering. We're talking about beats. He's conquering towns.
About to put your ass in exile, baby. Shout out to him for we've been holding on that one for a while, a couple months.
Yeah, a couple months.
Yeah, but the new intro is coming. We've been teasing it, but it's almost here.
Time for a change.
Time for a change,
Time to
baby.
make a change.
Hey, what an effing week. Let's go around the room. Once again, Rick, host BNY podcast, now known as What Effing Week with BNY. Dev, how you feeling, man?
I'm in here.
What's good, comment section?
Here. It's a good night. It's a good Friday.
It is a good Friday.
It is, and the weather was great. Like, it was just like a really good day today. So we in here. We in the lab, baby.
Oh my God! Wait, where'd you see the new intro? Because what you just said right there made a special appearance.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was actually relevant towards the new intro as well.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait for that one, man. Look,
Right after the pod's over, I'm gonna show you what I got so far.
BNY doing the damn thing.
It's a little
new
something.
things to come. New and improved, baby.
How your week been, man? Anything interesting? Anything interesting you want to talk about?
You know, I told you we talk about it one day. As y'all might have seen people that like know me and my Facebook friends.
This
family,
is a teaser
and all that
trailer,
good
by
stuff.
the way.
Teaser. World Star exclusive. I overcame a monumental adversity, I guess, situation this week. Monumental. And I appreciate all the family and friends and, you know, everyone that was aware of my situation that was like kind of encouraging me and, you know, being there for me and kind of, you know, letting me know that they had my back. I definitely overcame something major this week. So, you know, that's been the lead up, like the past 2 weeks or so, kind of leading up to that. And then that week, and then me kind of overcoming that. And then like just being able to let that burden go and, like, you know what I'm saying, dismiss myself from that weight, from these shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Marcus, hold on, I got that when it's my turn. Go on, keep talking. Actually, I could bring this over here too as well, because we got a little bit to talk about this week.
Yeah. We talked about that, Marcus.
We talked about that. Yeah.
But so that was my week, man. Like I said, we'll dive into the specifics one day. But just know, man, blessed is not even the words that I can really like to say to describe it. Like, I don't have words to kind of put into how I feel about the week that I've had, and, you know what I'm saying, the blessings that that have come my way. And so, you know, that was it, man. Like, that was the highlight of my week. Oh, I did something new. Yesterday, though.
Was it being on time? Because you're supposed to start about 45 minutes ago.
My nigga.
You think I was going to fit that one in somehow?
Hold on.
Hey, look, you think I was going to do it?
Hold on, nigga. Hold on. First of all,
I'm gonna spend my whole drink back in my cup.
First of all,
Mike's a waterproof.
Almost refurbished the drink.
this pod is 2 weeks late, my nigga. So we ain't gonna talk about me being 45.
The announcement went out last week that we took the week off.
Yes. Okay.
The wife was out of town. I had 3 kids inside, including a 14-month-old baby. I had to be daddy.
Excuses.
Tonight, I'm Ricky.
Excuses is all I'm here right now.
Oh, man, we off you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could bring we got a guest in the building. I had to set up a brand new camera for this man too as well today. Round of applause. Welcome back to the podcast, Uncle Lou Jr.
What's going on with y'all, man?
What's been going on with you? How you been?
Everything, man.
Been too long.
Thank you.
From bad things to good things. People always want to start with the good shit. You know what I'm saying? From bad things to good things. A lot of things been going on. Got a lot of good news today. Possible opportunities, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm always on the move. I'm always grinding. So, you know, it's more of a. To be honest with you, it's more of, even though I'm getting up at this point in my life, a lot of people like, oh, you should know what you want. You should be figuring things out as a man. You should already know all this shit.
Right.
But, that's false as shit. And
That's-
I'm
yeah,
still,
that's a
so, you know what I'm
bullshit
saying?
thing to
But, people say it like, oh, you should know what you want as a man and this in life. Yeah. I ain't gonna get all this in that. But, still a lot of growth going.
Of course.
I've had a pretty good week, not just just it's been nice and all that, but just emotionally, mentally, physically. It's been a pretty good week. Glad to be back here. I definitely made a point to be here, and for my for to save Devin, not because he's my cousin. Devin came to get me for this pod, so that's why my man was 45 minutes late. Just anybody was wondering, what I'm saying. I got you, man. I got you.
That's because he coming to Diggs' defense right there. That's what that was.
It's cool. It's cool. I just had I had to go in there, but that's I can only protect you with that one shot, brother. If he got anything else for you,
That's it. Look,
let's go. I'm
floating on my own.
Lou, you have any comments? Sometimes the motherfuckers gotta be motherfuckers.
Next hour and a half, too. We'll see what we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
so,
you had a huge win this week. For yourself, personally.
Personally, I've been home. What is it? 6 years now, since October the 15th, man.
Oh, that's right.
So you know what I'm saying. I greatly appreciate the love and support. And everybody, that reached out and called. And any people that didn't reach out and say anything, I know, my family, friends, and people that's close to me, they know what it is. It's a beautiful thing, man, to be out and to stay out and to continue to progress as a person. Because a lot of people use that, even if they was in 4 months, 5 months, 2 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20, 30, people use it as a crutch, like, oh, I can't get this, I can't do this because of this and that. And at a point, at one point I felt like I never did, and then at times I would react like I did. Certain stuff happened, I'm like, oh, that happened because of that. So let me not press on to that too much because I got to wait this long before I'm able to do it, when I can clearly keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and break that barrier and getting stuff done. So that's been another thing with me also. Like, I'm very, as everybody know, I'm very, very competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I lost a lot of my competitive nature, just, you know what I'm saying, getting lost in the regular 9 to 5 hustle and bustle. And, I'm not normal. If you can see, you know what I'm saying? So even with the setback and everything, everybody's proud, like, where I'm at and, how far I've come. But at the same time, as like just not only this week but this month and the month before that, I realized like you could be doing a lot better, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like I said, it's just my competitive nature, because I'm like, if I could do this good and I'm working, but I'm not working like really pushing it, like if I really get on my grind, like where I could be. So that's what I've been at with myself, honestly, like just pushing myself every day. So but like you said, it's been a beautiful 6 years out. You know what I'm saying? I get to see my kids grow, my nieces and nephews grow, watching my siblings get older as I get older. Like everything is, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing for real. The more I think about it, and the more even if I sit here and talk about it and think about it, you know what I mean? It's a blessing, man. A lot of people don't understand. Like it's a time kind of stand still during that time, and to come home and like to jump into everything that's new. Like when I came home, it was like skinny jeans was super popular, and I was so confused. Like, why is this dude's dressing like girls? His whole knee is out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's
that's hilarious, because I sure was gonna wear some jeans with knee cutouts tonight too. So
I was gonna say, boy,
we had it on camera,
boy. But it's just, as we're just getting, it's just what it is. We're getting older, times are changing. Well, times ain't really changing too much, but things are changing. There's a lot of new norm, but true. It is what it is, man. It's happy to be home for 6 years. It's glad to be here, be able to talk about it and experience each year with my, my family, my kids when I can, and then just everybody I know that really love me and really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Welcome back. Once again, round of applause for you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely appreciate you. So for me, our week. Let's go back a little bit too as well. Let me change this camera up. Dev came over Wednesday. We were originally going to do a pod that day, but we ended up turning that day into
Production day.
Production day, working in the studio, a couple things behind the scenes. That's why everything looks a little bit different. We're still working. Still some wires need to be covered up.
Yeah.
But we got to do to get the show on for the time being. Not to mention the audio was nice and crisp.
Nice and crisp.
Just the way we like it.
Audio junkie.
Yeah. Early in the week, I was on Marcus in the Man Cave.
Shout out to Marcus in the Man Cave, by the way.
Absolutely. Man runs a
Check
beautiful
that podcast out, y'all. It's clutch.
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook as well. Comment section. I thought the comment section was great. Great interaction. Yeah, I enjoyed my time on there.
I mean, you were definitely the villain, though.
You know what's crazy though about that is that I tried to be the good guy. You know what I mean? I tried to be, but in somebody's book, you're always the villain somewhere.
Yeah, you're gonna live long enough to see yourself become the bad guy, man.
Hey, you either die a hero or you watch yourself become a villain. And if you said I died, it's been 3 days past since that. I rose again, and I forgive you all for your sins. And also, last thing I will say too as well is that I definitely hope you'll have me back on. Would love to. And if anyone really has an issue with me, feel free. BNY is always open.
Doors is open.
I'll give you the phone.
Welcome all.
Yeah, come on in. And the thing is that we never attack guests here.
Nah.
Yeah, it's always
Not
just a
purposely.
conversation.
I'm joking. Just honest mistake. We're very passionate about what we do. Sometimes. I know some people come in like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, these guys are serious. They're so angry.
Why are you so upset? And the podcast is like, yeah, cheers, everything.
Yeah, dap it
It's
up.
all good.
Yeah, pour one, smoke one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all for the, we agree, disagree, kind of agree.
Yeah.
It happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a cigar. Afterwards. It's a little brown. Yeah, it's all good. Whatever. It's what it is. But yeah, if anybody's interested, feel free. Come on in.
Come on.
That's
BNY door is always open.
It's always open. What did host? Let's get some of these comments real quick. AJ gave you a little bit of praise. Said, "Congrats, Uncle Lou Jr. for being out."
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Marcus said, "I got lit up." See, that's the thing about it too, as well, Marcus, is that you got to defend your fan base. So I get that. You got to take that side. It is what it is. I ain't here for that. I appreciate your time.
We know.
Yeah. We had a conversation. Actually, we had a long group chat conversation, which, by the way, you thought I got canceled. The rest of that group chat just saw that. Hey, look. Hey, I look like wearing a halo over top of my head at that conversation. And Marcus knows that too as well. Response will come Monday from the ladies. I'll be there too as well. Because I just love good conversation.
Yeah, man. We all
Nothing
here
wrong with
for
that.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Issue with you is issue with me. Pop's got my back always. I had Pops on the podcast. That'd be something totally different. That man's from a different era too as well.
True.
Look,
So-
true. Hot take.
That ain't a hot take. That's just the norm.
It's fact.
Yeah.
This is every day.
Nah, it was all love though. Yeah. So shout. Wait, once again, round of applause for everybody involved with that podcast. It was great. Yeah, number love. As far as us this week, since we missed last week, I want to touch on a few things, a couple quick hits. And actually, this is what I'm gonna do. For the audio, it's gonna be on Spotify, Apple Pod, all that. I'm gonna put a little instrumental behind it, just for the listening audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do some
No
quick
doubt.
hits. Yeah, cold open is gonna be a little bit longer tonight, just because we missed last week. So I'm gonna throw some names out. Let's get some quick thoughts on it. We won't keep moving around. I got like 8 things here.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom,
all right.
boom,
First
boom,
thing, Wale and Fetty Wap drop. Lou. Both them drop albums today. Why you gonna start with the laugh? That's so unnecessary, man.
I'm just saying. I'm wondering.
Was it Fetty Wap's name? Was that what it was?
Nah, it wasn't even. To be honest with you, was so crazy. I didn't even know he was dropping something today. And I listen, but I knew he
That's the
had
norm.
a single or a couple songs out because I went to just went to his essentials like. 3-4 months ago, just to just to run some Fetty Wap. Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just I was in that type of mood. You know
That
what I'm
679.
I was in that type. Yeah, baby. I was in that type of mood. So and I was like, oh, he had something new. I was like, oh, it's probably like a single or something, or just he's featured on somebody. I didn't really look at it.
Yeah.
And then for you to say he dropped something today, I might have to check it out. So I don't know too much about the Fetty Wap album. Wale, I kind of ran through it a little bit when I was at work, but what I ran through was, I'm not saying typical Wale, but it gives you that Wale feel, but you can see the the transition, like he's
Getting older, like a little bit more
just not just getting
mature,
older, like he lets you know he can still hit to you know what I'm saying to the youth today and everything. So from what I heard, I'm messing with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't wait to really actually sit down and listen to it. So I mean, I'm messing with it. Fetty Wap, not gonna lie, haven't heard it, but you know, I'm all for baby here and there. So
Is he still hitting that? I haven't heard.
I don't know. I don't know. So you know what I'm saying?
Since he dropped, so
I guess we'll have to see. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't shit.
We'll have to see. But I mean, we just had fun, bro. Dude. I don't want nobody from Fetty Wap camp to come see me.
1738.
Yeah, you gotta like the little ad-lib. So I mean,
so we see a bottle come through the door. Like, from?
Or motorcycles shoot through the. But I haven't really listened to it. But
wow. I almost missed that one.
But like I said, I haven't really heard it, so I'm gonna check it out though. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's definitely a couple of, you know what I'm saying, something for the club and a little bit for the streets, and you know he gonna hit you with some things for the ladies. So I mean, and then now that I think about it, they both like harmonize rap a little bit, but you know, Wale more of a poet type.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But like I said, I'm messing with the Wale from what I heard. The Fetty, not for sure yet. I definitely try to make it back next week, and you know, when we open up, I'll let people know.
Rap about it.
Yeah, or I just throw it on the BNY.
In the group,
yeah,
throw it over there.
Yeah, just
Keep
throw it
your eyes
over
on
there,
the group,
kind of.
man.
Yeah, and I give my rating there on both of them like fully. So if you trying to see my rating, I like music, bro. I'm pretty good with music, so.
Hey, breaking news. Lou likes music.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
No one. No one. People see me at the gym with the headphones on and be like, he's thinking about goals.
Like you one of the people that like have the headphones on, no music playing, but you just want people to leave the fuck alone. So
you know, I'm so crazy. I've done that. I didn't think I would ever do it until this one dude just was like really adamant about us both.
I'll get to you a second.
It was just like one bench press, one bench, so we had to use it. And he was just like kept talking to me. I'm trying to work out. I'm like, bro. So I just acted like I was listening to music, like, yeah, let's go, yeah, just to get him out of the way.
Let's keep these hits moving. Nick,
but yeah, definitely.
Man said, let's go Astros. Well, you gonna celebrate with some trash cans tonight? They win.
Yeah, I mean,
man, get that thing out of here.
Stop it.
We'll keep that thing moving. Wale, he talked pretty much Fetty Wap. You talk on Wale?
I haven't listened to it yet. I did have a deep conversation with my man Jonathan Williams. He's a member of the group. One of my closest friends from the Air Force. He actually just reached out in my on Messenger. I'm like, yo, Florin 2. I haven't listened to it yet. It's cold. So the only thing I had to go by like recently was Meeks. I was like, Meek, Expensive Pain, like what is it? He said, all right, that's a tough comparison, but he likes the Wale over the Meek.
I'm about to say I just seen that on somebody else's.
Now I like the Meek, so if he's saying it's a little bit more colder than Meek, then all right, I'm and it's Wale, hometown hero. So of course, the man could come out with tambourines and shoe slide sound effects, and I'm still gonna be like, yo, we beating our feet to this shit or what? So
what's the move?
Yo, it is what it is. I am looking forward to listening to it this week, man. As a matter of fact, I'll probably ride down the road to that when we leave here, just so I can kind of get it in my head. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to it within like the next day or two to kind of get a full perspective about it.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap had no idea, but we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about
no
rollouts,
fucking rollout, no promo, no nothing. I'm not
nothing
a huge.
significant.
My man say he don't need it. He just need a.
None of them do, but that's bull crap. He needs a. Yeah,
that's
Hey, Agent said he's still saying it.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's his mark, bro. Like you hear, yeah, baby. Like, yeah, this about to be a Fetty Wap banger.
So I'm a little disappointed that I didn't know that he was dropping, but again, that just goes to poor rollout, poor, you know what I'm saying, marketing and stuff like that. But that's the age that we're in. All it needs is people just to hear Fetty Wap. Now, from this point on, people are going to go listen to it as opposed to the whole hype train leading up to it. So
let's keep this thing moving. For me, I'll listen to both of them next week.
Yeah,
we'll start off with the opinion from that.
Yeah.
You saw what happened with Dr. Dre earlier this week with him and serve his divorce papers at his grandma's burial.
Hold on. Let me stop smiling about that because that's not funny. But he was. Hold on. Repeat that again.
Dr. Dre would serve his divorce papers while his grandma was being buried.
So they couldn't literally wait till he like drove off and stopped.
Well, there was
at a
two
gas
things.
station?
So there was two reports. One report that as she was getting laid down, the casket was man walked up with the papers. Another report says that he was in a parking lot, got served the papers before she was buried. Regardless, though, it was at the funeral.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter exactly what part it took place at. Thoughts on it?
fuck you. Whoever that person was.
The person that served it?
That served it.
The person that served it is the person that served the papers.
They like my man.
Who ordered the hit is the question.
They like my man on Pineapple Express. They just dress up. They go serve the paper.
No.
Classic movie.
Nah, that's a little
personal
too much,
decision.
Because I'm there you go. Because I know you're in the
You could have waited.
Yeah, come on.
So
bro.
damn that you're not just a messenger at that point.
And then I know those people probably like, well, he needs to be served because of this and because of that and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I hope somebody serve you at your folks' funeral then. Let's see how you feel about that shit. And you can run this shit back. And then, if it ever happens to you for being an asshole.
Yeah, karma. I'm just saying.
I'm always here.
That's weird. I don't get it.
Because
they have his
as
address.
a person. There you go,
so
bro.
you could have waited. If he's not home, all right, I'll just come back tomorrow. Like, what's the rush? There's no rush.
There's none.
Okay? The process is already in the works. Everything is, you're just serving papers at this point. Oh, he's at a funeral? Damn. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. I just stopped by the house, something like that.
I mean, as adamant as the Chick-fil-A employees, so I don't think they'd be like, oh, this nigga left his napkins and weren't all
Got to chase him out the parking lot to serve him and say thank you. Have a good day. Like, it's
Here's
not
your napkins. Sorry for your
My
loss.
pleasure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Like, bro, if
Like,
they're not that
stop
adamant,
it.
calm down. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if he'd have pulled up and like, he had a funeral, they drive off, blase, blah, and then he catch him like, look, at a Chick-fil-A, maybe. I mean, we're not promoting y'all, but it's just like, look, here you go. I'd have been like, it's a terrible day for him, but at least it's not at the burial. You get what I'm saying? Or at the funeral. Like,
It was done on purpose.
Did
Obviously.
she tell them
100%.
that it was going on
Someone inside had to know. But like,
yeah.
no one
because
was
how would
like,
you know he was
I mean,
there?
Dr. Dre's a public character. And obviously, not to mention
I
she
guess you
was
could
married
just
to him.
kinda
She probably knew obviously had to know the grandma.
oh yeah, I'm about to say she
probably
had.
told
Yeah.
him.
She probably,
That's foul. Is it that bad?
evidently.
The divorce can't be messy, but damn, bro, come on. Does all the love go out the window?
That's another thing. Like, you love this person at one point, and I know everybody's gonna be like, well, he did this to her, he did that to her.
Dre wasn't the best husband. Anybody defending him?
Yeah, no
defending
one's
him as a
defending
husband.
that, but as a human being, like, you gotta have a little bit more.
Tact.
Yeah, there you go.
it's
better word than me.
Let's keep it moving. Here's a man that's ain't got really too much tact right now. So that's just breaking news. Suns owner Robert Sarver. Did you see what happened with him? It's breaking with the racist allegations, sexism and harassment.
Let me stop. Let me put this down real quick. People don't think I'll be laughing because I find
He's
it
denying
very
everything too as well.
humorous. I just find it humorous, like everything that's on top of it. Like, so it's we got racism.
So they'll give you just one quick background. Just quick hit. Jordan Schultz runs an NBA. He runs an NBA podcast. Tweeted Friday that the NBA is preparing a story that would accuse Sarver of racism, sexism, and sexual harassment in a series of incidents.
A series of incidents. So they have knowledge of some of these incidents.
Sarver's denied everything and say he's wholly shocked by the allegations. So
Of course.
That's
He's
what
a
That's what I'm about to say.
billionaire.
So what led up to all this? No, anyone know? Like, I mean,
who knows?
maybe he did it.
The story was
Maybe that led up to it. I got no idea.
I mean,
Allegations.
let me say this: what led to it getting out publicly?
You know what led to what getting out? Gruden.
Gruden's emails was tied to this too as well.
No, I'm saying what's happening in sports, what happening with upper level management. It started with the NFL going through 600,000 emails.
I think they were working this before that too as well.
But what I'm
But
saying
the
is,
timing is,
it hits there, and then that blows up, and so now what do you think all other major sports are going to do? They're going to follow suit.
Even Congress investigating Dan Snyder in Washington.
The NFL told the NBA, someone within those channels, like, yo, we're going through all of our owners and general managers' emails, man. You guys might want to do the same. They knew this shit a while back that they were doing this. The NBA been doing it as well. They just haven't released their shit. Whether it's emails or whether it's accusations, they got a whole plethora of stuff in their back pocket.
Yeah,
they're waiting to drop.
You know why they waiting to drop it? Because they were trying to make sure their ass is not tied to it.
That's
on
it.
a higher level.
Did we do anything?
Yeah,
Are we good?
Like Adam Silver.
Yeah, exactly. I won't get in trouble for this. You know, last week I was caught. You know what? No, what? That's not entitled to it. Fuck it then.
Yeah, keep it.
Put his ass on the chopping block.
Yeah.
No bullshit, bro. They don't care.
We'll see how that whole thing develops. That's just some breaking news. When the story drops, we'll run with it.
BNY.
Probably so. Yeah, next week. Make a quick turn. Last quick hit. Colin Powell. You saw he passed away this week.
Oh yeah, man.
All right,
84.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Man had he had blood cancer. He had I think an onset of Parkinson's too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously 84. He was vaccinated, but then he still got COVID. You can still get COVID while you're vaccinated.
Very much so.
Yeah, and then just the combinations of such, just
Just took its toll.
took its toll on him.
I don't even want to. Like you said, you can still get it if you get vaccinated. So just be
so you
careful
guys
with
know.
your. Fuck. Anyway, the rest in peace, Colin Powell, man.
What do you think about his legacy?
Oh my! Oh, go
That's
ahead.
a good question, because I was thinking about that when I seen it, and you know what I mean. And y'all know I'm not the biggest political person. Like from what I've seen and the things I've heard of and read, throughout the years. His legacy, for one, the people made too many jokes about him. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just too much. Like
Serving under Bush didn't help.
it did not.
Him being tied to Iraq. Yeah.
It's
just
you
didn't
know.
help.
The man, he went to the UN to sell the war.
Yeah, so I'm glad y'all brought it up because when I bring up stuff,
history.
people like this, what the fuck is it?
He
What
was
is
in a
Will talking
lose-lose
about?
situation. Like,
It's one of those things like rest in peace. We appreciate the things that you did and the things that were kind of you know. I mean, I'm not gonna defend him. Like it was some wild shit going on, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Hey,
There was I guess his wife years ago, and I just remember off the top of the head that she wanted him to one day run for president, or he's thinking about running for president. I think in '96 he thought about running.
Yeah, it was
or
definitely in the
2000.
90s.
But she was afraid that him being black man running for president, that he could be assassinated and killed, which is all the same fears that it was for Obama too as well. And so that's one of the reasons why he never actually ran for president.
I mean, it's
But it was-
legit concern.
Yeah. So, speaking of president,
as Dave Chappelle say, you just never mind.
I don't think they're ready for that yet.
I don't think so.
he said, yellow tape.
My vice president is Javier Hernandez.
Did y'all see?
Shoot on that.
Y'all see what Trump said?
Yeah, and
we released.
that's where I was going to go.
Can I read it first before you go there?
Go ahead, man.
Please, let me hear this.
Remember, we'll just keep it here, then we'll keep moving. He said that wonderful to see Colin Powell, this is 45, who made big mistakes on Iraq and famously so-called weapons of mass destruction, be treated in death so beautifully by the fake news media. Trump said in a statement released Tuesday morning. Hope that happens to me someday. He was a classic rhino, Republican name only, if even that, always being the first to attack other Republicans. He made plenty of mistakes, but anyway, may he rest in peace. And then Trump put a link to his, I guess to one of his campaign donations or something like that for himself. Look, I'm just reporting the news, man. Whatever report where he put the link at the end to donate money towards himself, I was just like, God damn. I was like, man, that's.
And I know somebody somewhere sitting around like, you know what? He's telling the absolute truth.
Donate.
Well, the weapons of mass destruction, we did talk about that.
Yeah,
they were never
I'm
found.
not-
They were never found.
Yeah, not defending
So
him.
go ahead.
No, it was
Yeah.
not defending him. It's
I
just yellow cake, man.
really hate Trump, bro. Like, because there's no tact to him. Like, can you, bro? Never in the history of the presidency did you have anyone that was just so tactless and ignorant.
Quick question, just to be on the. Is it his honesty at sometimes that makes you dislike him? Because sometimes he does say some.
No,
Some
damn,
honest
damn
shit.
the honesty. Damn that. No, damn that. There's honesty is one thing. and people need to get out their feelings when it comes to certain stuff. And understand that he does, like, the whole fake news. Like, yeah, he's not lying about that. People know that.
Yeah.
But people just deny it because they just been bred and told to deny because of who he was. If you're opposite of him, whatever he says, you just goes against it. But no, rationally, fake news is a real thing. Okay,
Yeah.
they report what the fuck they want to report, and they don't. We get that. The fact that you could even, like, in that moment, take that time out as opposed to just appreciating and sending out your condolences as a former president, to the former, you know what I'm saying, Secretary of Defense.
So, question, real quick. I get what you're saying.
It's
Do you
weird.
really
No.
Did you didn't expect that?
No, I didn't expect.
There you go.
Better. I didn't expect better. No, absolutely not.
It's like telling your kid that iron's hot. You know, one day they're going to touch the fuck out.
You know it's going to happen, but it's like,
fuck out me.
Damn, bro. Like,
But you could have.
This
like,
one time you couldn't have listened to me.
Yeah.
This one time. This one time.
I mean,
That's all. It's
past behavior is always an indication of future behavior. So I mean,
no lies detected.
let's do. Hey, that was good. Perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Quick hits.
Pop out.
That was a recap of a few things last week, since, you know, Dev has told me for like the 5th time that we missed last week's podcast off air. He told me about 4 times too as well.
2 weeks.
Hey, you want to clean the house for us?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Hey, look, real quick, man. Not going to spend too much longer on the house cleaning, but y'all know what it is. We appreciate you guys tuning in, checking us out, contributing, commenting, liking, sharing, all that good stuff. That being said, I'm going to ask y'all to do this just like I do every week. Give us that Showtime love, man. Like the show, love the show, hate the show, watch the show, whatever the case. Take the time to like, subscribe, share, comment, good, bad, or ugly. Just let us know that you're tuning in, that you're paying attention to what we're talking about. The best way for us to kind of continue to give you all the content that that you guys enjoy and that we enjoy providing is that we know that people is actually engaging in it. So, Showtime love. Like the show, love the show, hate the show. Take the time out to like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Share with friends, families, and all that good stuff, man.
I mean, what's the thing that we always say every single week too as well? A like, a share.
Costs nothing.
Costs nothing. I answer for a bunch of donations.
It's definitely free.
They don't.
Yeah.
Just hop on YouTube and hit the like button and keep on about your business. We trying to establish this meeting with the algorithm. We need y'all help to establish this meeting.
Oh, speaking of which, yeah, we've been talking about that. We may need you to play how's your acting skills these days?
We did talk about
Hold on. Why you say these days? We've known you've done something in the past.
We haven't seen any videos from you recently, and on the day of work.
You know what's so crazy?
Going about the comedy channel, still waiting on that.
Yeah, man. I've been actually on TikTok, so you know, I get a little bored.
That is true. I do follow you on TikTok.
Yeah, I definitely shoot a couple TikToks, but that is actually coming back because one of my brother friends was like, every morning I used to watch you and your partner or things you do in the morning.
We used to.
You used to
love that.
always, you know, I just bust out laughing at work. Yeah, so those are coming back. I'm actually going to have to talk to DeAndre on some FaceTime video type stuff. So, I mean, he's definitely going to be around. I think I got a guy now at my job where, you know, we could fun it up and you know, everybody have a good time and nobody get offended by anything. So it's definitely going to go down, man. We got to have it happen. And then I could bring some clips here. We can run them here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can check them out. See Uncle Lou Jr. in full effect, man. And you know what's so crazy about them clips I make? A lot of them are just straight shot. It's not no, oh, nah, you do this or you say that. You do. Nah, it's straight. I put my phone up and I just record. It's nothing.
It's one take.
like rehearsed.
It's one take. You know, so I might take something out that won't, you know, the transgression, but it's really one take. A lot of the stuff I do is, even on TikTok, everybody be like 138 drafts. I'm like, the fuck are you doing?
138 drafts.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen
draft.
You can make a video, and if you don't think you like it, you put it in your draft section until you feel as though you
really.
Bro, I don't do nothing. I probably
Wow.
had 2 drafts out of everything, and that's it. I don't.
I didn't know it was that.
You know
deep.
me. I go off impulse, man. Like I'm who I am.
I didn't know
I
that.
am who I am. Now, I tell you what, this one sounds super stereotypical, but one of my favorite skits of you was we had the watermelon. Yeah. Hey, this man had the watermelon.
Shirt off and everything.
That's niggerish, bro.
Oh my God, dude! If I could find that, I'll share it to BNY again.
Wait, was this TikTok?
Nah, this is Facebook.
It was Facebook.
Okay.
It was my Facebook and my Snapchat, and people on my Snapchat was like, "Bro, you are out of control for that one." I was like, I walked in the house and I seen it. I grabbed my phone and recorded. It was nothing premeditated.
Niggas
Nothing.
in watermelon.
I seen it exactly, and that's what the first thing that popped in my head, and I was just like, "Yeah, whatever happens, happens."
How they do it?
Man, that thing had me. I watched that a couple times, dude. That thing had me in stitches, man. God.
I shot it using Snapchat, bro, and it just a lot
All
of
it
people,
takes is one.
Yeah, but a lot of people on my
One pop
Snapchat,
up.
bro.
Hey, come on.
All it takes one to go
We'll
viral.
see, man. We'll
Speaking of which,
see.
I'm about to go live on TikTok here too as well.
Oh yeah, bet.
Yeah, y'all ready to start this show?
Let's get it in, man. Let's
Let's
get
get
it
this
in.
thing official. Let me go to
Yeah.
my main. Go from there. New TV on the way too, so make it a little easier for us. All right, so you see the first topic, Vanessa Bryant. She's unfortunately back in the news. LA County is trying their best to have her re-experience the pain that she's going to feel for the rest of her life on a world stage. Let me tell you exactly what's going on here. Dev, you got first. LA County wants Vanessa Bryant to get a psych exam before her lawsuit goes to trial. LA County is demanding that a judge force Vanessa Bryant and others to undergo a psychiatric evaluation before a lawsuit they filed against county officials goes to trial. Of course, rest in peace, Kobe Bean Bryant, his 13 daughter, Gianna, and 7 others were killed in the helicopter crash January 2020. Reports later emerged that photos of the crash of the scene were being shared online. These photos were allegedly taken by the first responders. Mm-hmm. Okay. The lawsuits over those alleged leaked images of the crash are reported by emergency responders. So they took the pictures, they leaked. Basically, Vanessa Bryant is suing them for malpractice for what they did. I'm going to just talk from here. I'll come back to the article a little bit later. Suing them for malpractice. Okay. LA County is like, well, you want to sue us? We need to know that these pictures affected you. So we take this psych test, and then we'll see the results of that. And depending on the test, we'll use that on trial against you for our mistake, for our fuck up. Lou, we did the Kobe podcast about a year, some change ago at this point.
Yeah.
We was here for that one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
It was very tough, and I'm not even family.
I'm over Lou first. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Lou.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
even.
good, you good.
I'm not even family, and I'm not saying I was super traumatized, but I was hurt, bro. Like being an athlete, playing sports and everything, and just watching this man go from Eddie Jones backup, which I was an Eddie Jones fan, to like
true.
Number 6.
yeah,
The original number 6.
and then him, you know what I'm saying, putting the work in. As an athlete, you see it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just saying like, oh, their brothers, oh, he already had the talent. No, he had to put the work in. He had to do what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody, you know what I'm saying? You went with Kobe in it. You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't shooting in the gym.
You know what I'm saying? So I know them days. I know them nights. I know them suicides. I know them 1,000 shots. I mean, you know it from just high school. So I know what level he was, you know what I'm saying, pushing himself as a pro athlete. So relating to that, and you know what I'm saying, not saying I was like a true fan, but I was definitely astonished by this man on the court. You know what I'm saying? So I felt some type of way because that was a part, you know what I'm saying, not only of my childhood, like in my teenage years and all that, you know what I'm saying? He was a great athlete, and knowing what he put in to have all of these things put around him, you know what I'm saying? That's tough. You know what I'm saying? To lose somebody that's exactly to put all that work, and then to lose somebody being one of the best athletes that we've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? To lose that as a human, you should, you know what I'm saying, you feel some type of way. So as his wife, you get what I'm saying? She might not have been there shooting in the gym, but she's been there through all types of other stuff behind closed doors that we have not seen.
Even stuff we have seen. Colorado.
Exactly. And so you telling me you want me to take a psych test to see if
I was impacted. By the loss of my husband and daughter?
The loss of my husband, because I fucked up, because we fucked up, and as certain human beings, instead of just admitting we was wrong, you know what I'm saying, and try to settle this, you would rather just be like, oh, you
Try
know
to
what?
fight it.
Exactly. I'm gonna make you take a psych test because we fucked up, this leaked and all that. Like, you are a piece of shit. Like, you really are to take this woman right back through this trauma. Not only did she lose her husband, and that's enough right there. The person that you feel as though you're gonna love and be with for the rest of your fucking life. You get what I'm saying? She could have easily left and, I'm going to take him for this and that and that. No, she loved that man regardless of what he did or allegedly did. Like, she loved that man. Then she lost her child that she created with this man because she loved him. Because she loved him. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to make her really bro, that's exactly 13 years old. No parent is thinking about burying their child before them. So let's not even, like, come on, bro. Come on. I don't care if you the most cold-hearted lawyer, but looking at the situation, you know it's fucked up. So in turn, who is it? The Los Angeles, LA County. You some hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all real hoes. Like, to make her relive that a day that they thought everything was fucking normal, and to get this call. And I'm pretty sure she had to go down, eventually identify bodies and all this shit. And you're going to tell me we want to see if these photos really
affected you.
And then make her go through all this too as well.
Again? Again? Didn't this man, they said he died holding his
daughter.
Bro, like,
and you telling me you got that picture is eventually going? I'm pretty sure it's in
that's yeah.
And then these other people that lost their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only did you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure being in that circle of being able to get on the plane with Kobe Bryant. I'm not saying they knew him personally, but I knew they probably brushed against him and talked.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Did.
That was his team. That was his team.
Exactly.
Team.
Oh, so yeah. See,
yeah.
I just kind of like really just was like, that's kind of fucked up. So now these people that are her friends, not only her husband, her child, her friends, to a certain extent. Now she has to read. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I have memories of my lost family members from 10 years ago, and I just be like, you know what I'm saying? It's straight. And to actually now she's about to go through, have to look through these pictures, and we're gonna have to take you through. Like, come on,
Dev.
I don't have many words to say about the LA County prosecutor's office. I honestly don't, because this is just a travesty, bro. There were reports after the helicopter crash that she actually found out through social media. I don't know how true that is.
I believe that's true.
But there were reports that the pictures that were leaked was how she found out through social media. She didn't even receive the phone call. That's how she found out. I know how I felt, Aunt Jean. I found out about my great aunt, his aunt, through social media. And I was in the Air Force and I was overseas. But that's how I found out. I know how I found out through social media. I know how I found out about my grandparent, my great grandmother dying through social media. That devastated me. I literally
I remember the Jane thing. Yeah. I remember getting them calls.
And I was like, you all fucking suck.
Exactly.
Like, whomever, take it however you want to take it. Whoever, I don't care. You all fucking suck. Because someone could have reached out to me and told me that this was happening with my aunt or with my grandmother or something, as opposed to me finding out through Facebook. This woman lost her husband and her child along with friends. And all she is doing is saying, hey, you all fucked up. And you all need to acknowledge that you fucked up. And we need to be compensated as such.
Exactly.
I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think it's
a hometown hero.
It's not like it's a
The apology is not going to be enough.
It's not a meritless claim. It's not like she's just doing this because she's trying to get over on LA County, on the first responders.
She's spanking them. Y'all want to fuck
you
up?
All, you all did this.
Yeah.
So, hey, these are the results of your county employees' actions. So, we should be repaid as such. What is there to argue? I get that lawyers have jobs to do, okay? But we're not talking about corporate lawyers. That's this paid. We're talking about state employed lawyers, okay? This is a prosecution office. There's a point in any prosecution office throughout this land where they sit down at the table, they look at the evidence in front of them, and they make one of two decisions. Either we have enough to fight and to prosecute this person, or we can go to the other side and say, hey, look, we don't really have that much to have a leg to stand on as far as prosecuting. We're probably going to let this go. You either have one or two choices to make. You can't tell me that there isn't an overwhelming preponderance of evidence that showed that this actually happened. This happened. We know that it happened. We know they took the pictures. We know they sent the pictures out. You know that. So as a law firm, as a law entity, what are you hoping that's going to come from this? Are you really hoping that she almost 2 years later that she does this psych eval and the psychiatrist determines that, oh yeah, she wasn't affected by it? Are you really expecting that outcome? Or are you just that fucking brain dead where you don't acknowledge that time heals, okay? I'm not saying that she's necessarily over it, and yes, she is going to have to relive this stuff going through that.
She'll never be over it.
But are you expecting that because it's been almost 2 years that somehow she takes this psych eval that it'll come back that she wasn't really affected by it? Is that what you're expecting?
No, you know what it is?
Help me understand.
They're hoping. They're not really expecting, because as humans, you know when you fucking up.
So they know.
Right? Yeah. But like you said, they have a job to do. And that's the thing about a lot of society now. We're not considerate of other humans. You know what I'm saying? It's more of everything's a business. Everything, like, I fucked up, so I have the power, and I have this behind me to try to make my fuck up kind of
less
fuckery. Oh, these pictures didn't affect her, so why is she suing us? And then there's other people like, if it's not affecting her, why does it? You know what I'm saying?
She's already super rich.
Part of it. There you go, all that shit. But you know, if the shoe was on the other fucking foot, people,
you would be dragging.
You would be
out for hundreds of millions. I don't even think it's like hundreds. I don't know how much it is, but I don't think it's.
Turn that thing upside down.
Turn what upside down?
The vacuum right behind you.
Oh.
That junk got the move. That junk got doing the motherfucking robot for real. That I seen it moving. I ain't want to do nothing. It was like a scary movie. I was like, I'm about to say, if it kills Devin first, I have time to escape. I'll tell you a story.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Oh man,
I'll tell you a story. But you know, bro, I'm telling you. That's why, like, in the podcast, I'm like, man, just treat, others. People don't, bruh.
Humanity, bro.
They're fueled by just covering their asses and mostly sometimes dough. My thing is, the only way for her to spank them is to put a lawsuit out. People don't understand nothing but money. Even if they had to make an apology, like somebody said, like, people always want to make an apology, and it's not even a real apology. You're just doing it because guess what? People are like, well, they put a heartfelt apology out there because I cried or looked like I made. Man, they don't give a fuck. They still swimming in their motherfucking money. Look, we got the pictures out. Can't nobody do nothing. We made an apology. Bye. Nah, spank that ass. Get that dope.
You know the thing I think it is too as well is that lawyers, they're behind this. They're not. We talking just straight vampires, like subhuman level. A picture of her smiling on Instagram, like oh, okay, doesn't look as that bad.
That sucks, bro.
Hey, look at her. Got the family, couple family pictures together. She's out and about doing stuff. Looks fine to me. All right, there's our opportunity. See what happens from here. It's disgusting, dude. LA County.
But
I mean,
they expect you not to like try to live your life. They want you to just soak, and so when the lawsuit comes,
but look like this.
You know what,
if you're suing somebody because you got in a car accident, and then next thing you know, you at a basketball game, you take a picture, your arms up in the air, waving or something like that. That's stuff they use against you for sure.
Yeah,
I guarantee what I said. Something they probably looked at pictures of her smile. I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
looks fine to me.
She's still been doing events.
Yeah,
doing this.
Kind of out of the news cycle until this point. To be honest,
she don't supposed to live her life. She supposed to just soak in this misery of losing her children, her child, her husband, and some friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to be on Facebook, like, or Instagram,
moping.
And then they'll be like, it'll be other shit. People like, oh, it's been this long. You should be. It's always something with people, bro. It's always something, but I'm not gonna touch on it too much longer. But like, they're pieces of shit, and if you don't think you're a piece of shit for pushing this shit, you're even more of a piece of shit. And you can come see me.
The next court hearing over this request is scheduled for November 5th. Excuse me. The trial over this lawsuit is expected to begin in February 2022.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow this, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of time with this one.
I know that. From being someone that's been in the courtroom, bro, they're going to try, like you said, them pictures of smiling, or she probably like at an event, and it might be a charitable event, and they still try to make it something so left.
Don't matter, yeah. It don't
you're
matter.
so distraught, you shouldn't be going out to events.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
I can't live my life. Like, I got to pick up the pieces. I have, she has the oldest daughter, the younger daughter, and the baby. So she has 3 daughters
and
that she's still
too as well, dude.
caring for. Like, bro, she can't just be in pieces because she still has a family to care for. So she had to pick herself up because there's 3 other people that's depending on. I mean, the oldest daughter like 19, 20, but still, they're still looking at mom as she's the leader of the family. So that if she's moping, if she's down, that's just going to bring her children down, her family down.
Be a domino effect.
Like, come on. Then it'd be a whole different story. Oh, Vanessa's Brian just been moping. And what about the baby girl? Like, the baby ain't been getting taken care of.
She lost her home and been spending random money.
It
would be something
you can't
else.
Win for losing with these people.
Stop fucking up, and you won't have this dumbass shit happening to y'all.
Speaking of winning for losing, take a look at man's right here. Now, marriage. That's a win, right?
Well, it should be.
Depends.
To some.
It should be.
It should be a win, right?
I mean, Brody,
a marriage should be a win.
Should be.
But how you marry and who you marry,
that really matters.
It could turn to a dead versus DMV colossal loss.
Damn.
Colossal loss.
Colossal
When he say that, I thought of Galactica.
Hey,
Devin, you gotta leave the earth, bro. Where's our Silver Surfer? Because Devin is about to have us.
You and that time stone gonna get out of here. Take your headphones with you. Look, let me read about now. For the mass is not familiar, this man is not recognizable. But I will say he's a Florida man, so I should tell you everything you need to know foremost.
Go ahead. I got some Florida friends, so you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say too much about him being a Florida native, but y'all still my man. Y'all juking.
I didn't know it was Florida.
He a Florida man. Let me read about this Florida man. 61 years old. He's 61.
Wait, what? It was 45 to 55.
Look, according to blackenterprise.com,
God damn.
the man is 61.
I'm going to say this.
The Enterprise investigators out here.
For 61 and having he doesn't look too bad for 61. Honestly, still got all this black hair.
You know what he look like? You look like Killer Mike.
That's what I'm about to say.
I saw the picture. I was like, nah.
Brother, I've been watching your seminars and you going down doing shit like this.
All right, now you about to drag this motherfucker. 61-year-old Florida man faces backlash for marrying his 18-year-old goddaughter. Godfather's playing. This entire time. I mean, honestly, how long he's been plotting this shit?
Look. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
We had R. Kelly 2 weeks ago. Now we right back here again.
Look, man.
Man, hey, who was that last week?
Piper, huh?
Yeah, who was that last week? Yeah, exactly.
Damn, bro.
That said that. Actually, I want to get your opinion on this too as well. Just real quick. Individuals in the black community that are doing wrong. Do you highlight it and drag them, or just pretend like it doesn't exist?
If we pretend like it doesn't exist, it continues to happen, and then it gets out, and then other people start to notice it and pinpoint it, and it's even worse.
I'm of the same.
Listen, my brother's always been an advocate. My father's been an advocate. If you doing fucked up shit, you shouldn't be worried about being dragged because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
If you're doing it,
if you're doing it, yeah.
Expect the
so
consequences.
yeah, like we check them in the community because anything outside the community that we're checking them, they're gonna drag him. You get what I'm saying? Like so, yeah. It's not really a drag. It's like motherfucker. Him or whoever else, like you fucking up.
He too late to be checked at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's definitely going to be. Yeah.
Let me read the article. All right, 61-year-old Florida man's under fire after news of his wedding went viral for all the wrong reasons. Michael Hogel? No, Mike.
Oh, no.
Is being labeled as
Mike
a predator.
Yeah.
As a predator, offers Brittany Renner after he accused of marrying Deja Hogebook. As soon as she turned age 18. Now, if I'm fucking with the last name, I apologize. Deja is also Michael's goddaughter, and the two shared family history prior to their controversial marriage. Word of the union surfaced online through a tweet claiming Michael started dating Deja after he dated her mother first. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Did not.
Yes.
It felt like it's stories.
I gotta take a shower after reading this shit.
Yes.
You guys, this girl's 18. She just married her godfather. Used to date her mom. He's 46 or 47. Evidently 961, like Dev said. The mom and this guy have a 2-year-old daughter, and he has 3 other kids.
Hold on. So the mom and him has a 2-year-old daughter, which is her sister.
Yes.
Pretty much. And he married.
Now, the sister is also the mother. Stepmother.
Now, yeah. Wow.
He's been dating and grooming her since she was 14. I'm sick to my stomach. While the tweet claimed that Michael was in his 40s, others online claim a document that Michael's 2014 arrest showed he was 54 at the time, meaning he's 61 now. Old photos show Michael holding Deja, obviously Deja in the picture, when she was just a toddler. Further hinting at a family dynamic they once shared. In recent receipts posted online, Michael's old Facebook posts show him referring to Davina as his goddaughter, with Deja's mother thanking him and saying, "Love you, babes." Davina as his godmother. Even though this is wild. Dev, take it over, man.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm sitting here looking at the picture as you're reading, right, and trying to like really listen.
I'm gonna read some of these comments too as well. Dev, talk on this, please.
What?
What?
Kingdom Jones, dude's a predator, 100%.
Yeah.
It's no.
Ain't no way around that, bro. Look, I'm gonna say this, man. People ain't gonna like it, but I don't give a fuck because it's my platform. I can say what I want, right?
It's America.
To
you
me,
can say what the fuck you want.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
To me,
Well, I said I wanted to in the man cave and I got dragged for it. So shout out to it. Go ahead.
Touchy people. That's all that is.
Story for another day.
to me, this is a problem, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. But this speaks to a bigger issue. That same story, father was nowhere to be found in the family. The young woman's father.
There was no mention of a father here at all.
He was not present. She don't even know her father. According to the story that I read. Mm-hmm. No father figure present. Mm-hmm. Black women, specifically, a lot of women in general, but black women specifically, especially recently, we don't need a man. I can do bad all by myself. I can do it all. I don't need a man in my life. I don't need it. Karen Samuels continuously preaches this over and over. You do need men. Because what are men's purpose? What is our purpose? To protect.
But protect us.
Provide. Protect. If this young woman's father was present.
Or a father, a real father figure.
A father figure.
Uncle,
a real
cousin.
Real
a
father
big brother,
figure.
a cousin.
Yeah, I'd be.
That was
go
present.
ahead, because I'd be thrown.
The purpose of men when it comes to their daughter in the family or younger sisters and older brothers, we vet. Nah, not him. Nah. You need to be done with him. Nah, he's not welcome. He's no good. Men vet other men. A real father figure in her life would have seen the slick shit that he was trying. He would have, the way that he was moving, because it didn't just start when she's 18, she's beautiful, let me marry. No, bro. This has been going on for some while. Mm-hmm. A real father figure would have caught this shit years ago. He wouldn't have even been in a picture or allowed to get that close. But because we live in an age where women are being told so frequently, hell, even Creflo Dollar, in response to Kevin Samuels, got up on his platform and preaching. Y'all women, y'all are so starved for attention. Y'all listen to anyone, go on anyone's platform and let them talk down to you. But for what? You don't need a man. You can do bad all by yourself.
Now pass the third offering around for the day.
The purpose of men in community is for protection, is to vet shit like this from happening. This wasn't just some random occurrence. This nigga's a predator. It's disgusting.
He's a bad dude.
Look, God knows what the fuck he could have been doing, because the mom's a drug addict. So he probably had a lot of time with this young woman.
She's a drug addict?
The mom's a drug addict.
Didn't see the story, but that's there. Okay.
Mom's a drug addict, no dad there. So you got God dad stepping up. How though? You probably changed Shorty's diapers because she was a toddler in that one picture. Ugh. Like what's really going on in your fucking mind, bro? That this is okay. But this is the problem that we have in our community. We are quick to get rid of men. Women are quick to get rid of men. Quick to say that they're independent, they're strong, that they don't need men. Cool. But then how surprised are you when there are predators that are lurking around every fucking daughter when there's no protection?
You know what that reminds me of, what you saying it like that? You know how they say lions and different animals hunt, they don't just step out there and just start hunting. No, they're watching. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? They're in the high grass. They're watching who's the weak, the young, the ones that haven't developed yet to able to escape them.
They're
you get
watching.
What I'm saying? Like they're like when people say predator, bro, they really mean like predator, my nigga. Like it's a real thing. And I will say this, we go back and forth and I try to play devil's advocate. You'll play devil's advocate with me. And like, I agree with you. We're in an age where, and I know people are like, well, maybe they didn't have a father figure. Maybe they didn't have this. Maybe they didn't have that. I'm going to tell you something about not just black people, people in general. It's a family somewhere that's looking in and they're like, that shit is wrong. Mm-hmm. I know somebody saw that shit and said that shit wrong, and they probably was like, you know what, she's a drug addict, and this is what, and then now, you know what I'm saying, it's fucked up, Holmes. It's fucked up. 18 and 61. She has no idea,
and I think she has a kid.
The goddaughter.
The goddaughter. I think she has a 1-year-old kid.
You know what I usually say? You never been with. You haven't been anywhere. Like, and like we said before we got here, I was like, yeah.
Watch that cord right there.
Yes, Slim is a wild dude. Like, but who? Not a girlfriend, not a friend of the family, not an aunt, not nobody went to this young lady and was like, listen, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? To get some type of insight of where she is, to try to like, look, you might want to, you know what I'm saying?
Away from them. Like,
yeah, that's kind of, and so that's what's throwing me. And I know people that's going to be like, well, she didn't have this, she didn't have that, she didn't. Listen, it's some point and somewhere somebody saw something. You get what I'm saying? It's not blind. And if people were just like, oh, fuck it, that's what's going on in her house, she's a drug addict. once again, you're up there with the lawyers. You ain't shit.
You're what's
You
it? Silence.
You
Silence
ain't
is guilt.
shit.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a little controversial, but
No.
is there any kind of blame that you put on this young lady being 18? She's an adult.
I got something for that, but go ahead.
I will say this.
Because
I can't listen. We've had a conversation, and I asked this question.
I will say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
I've been 18. I've had some wild proposals that I can talk about on here. All right, and I was like, from the opposite sex, from cleared up too as well. I was like, nah. I see at 18. I was like, I kind of see where that's going at.
Yeah.
Now that said, home life is a little more stable. Mm-hmm. So I will attribute it to mom and pops.
I will say this real quick. If he's been around this long, like Devin said, I do believe he's been grooming her, so he has some type of emotional, mental hold. So I can say I don't have no, you know what I'm saying, like, hold her to a responsibility, because at 18, what actually, besides, like you said, you coming up in a better home and have people teach you certain shit.
Right.
My mother was, from what we just heard, was a drug addict. Clearly, it's I'm not gonna say clearly it was no man present, because he probably said something. They probably was like, "Fuck this wild motherfucker, go about your business." And instead of being on it, he just was like, "You know what, fuck it, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, go about my motherfucking business." But it is some type of responsibility, because it's no way. You can say what you want. I know it's not at 18. Somebody from high school, the friends you hang out with, that was like, "Bitch, you about to marry this old ass nigga?" Ew.
I'm just saying somebody had to say something.
But I know it did. And the
conversation had to happen.
And I told Devin, I was like, bro. So to an extent, I'm like, you, like I tell some people, like, you haven't been anywhere. Like, what marriage?
This ain't gonna last.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. So to me, I do hold her to some type of responsibility of the situation, but at the same time, knowing, like, him being a predator and, like you said, grooming, it probably is hard for her to detach herself from him as being somebody that probably really cares for her, love her, because all she thinking is, he's always been here. He's always done this and this and that. So he's not my real father. And an aspect of a man, he's taking care, bills, this, and this, and any other thing
that she has.
Exactly. So she's like, why wouldn't I marry this man? Technically, he's probably a good man, but at the same time, we all know, like, this nigga ain't shit. But from her aspect, for being around him so long and thinking that everything he's doing is just for the purpose of good, or he loves her, she probably like, what's the harm? Probably. I'm not saying that's true.
I agree with everything you said too as well, and the fact that it was said in here, he was grooming since she was 14. So that's like a mental stranglehold over top.
It's probably tough.
It's only so much that a young mind like that can do.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, if my kid is 15, 16, and someone says, "Hey, here's a piece of candy," and they get in the goddamn white van, I'm like, "Look, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, Rick right now does something crazy. I'm like, "What are you doing? You know better than this." But at the same time, the house life is so unstable as it is. Mom's drugs.
Yeah.
He's really the only thing that's stable in her life. Did he have sex around the age? This man belongs in jail.
Listen,
Who did?
only thing I'm telling, I would have yelled to her like, "Bitch, you ever watch Lifetime?" You know what I'm saying? This is a Lifetime, like,
This is a Lifetime
real
movie.
shit. I know, like, I tell people I laugh, but it's some real shit. Like, it's stuff out there to show you. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for me to believe with everything being out there from social media and all it.
Yeah.
It's everything being so right there that you didn't really think and see something like, okay, this at 17 or 16, like, that's a little off for a grown ass man to be You know what I'm saying? Like it had to be an airy moment somewhere. If it was 9, 10, 11, 12, it had to be an airy moment. Like you get what I'm saying? Just being honest, Holmes. Just being honest. Like
based on this,
it had to be an airy moment. But I know I'm not going to dwell on too much on it. But it's not right. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's probably someone thinking like, oh, back in the day, girls was getting married at 13 to a guy.
People died at 35.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that it's fucking right.
But the age, the living was
life
different.
expectancy.
Life expectancy was like
true,
35, 40. And they weren't marrying a motherfucker that was 40. They was marrying a motherfucker that if they were like 14, he was probably like 17, 18. He probably had like a
probably
like
25.
He was a working member of that community. So he was just like some 40 plus, year old dude on his death's door. This to me, like
61.
I'm not laughing at that.
This to me,
thought when you said knocking on death's door, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, and I'm sorry, it's Ricky, but I thought of Joe Biden.
Oh, my God. I mean, he's close.
I'm sorry. Like
close.
I apologize if you mad at me. Uncle Lou Jr. You can follow him on Facebook, William Lewis Johnson Jr.
Man,
shameless plug.
Yeah, plug himself. You can put a link to your put a link to your donation.
I know some people
go and drop
like,
your cash app while you're at it.
I don't want to go past BNY to troll this nigger, so I'm gonna go.
all I was going to say, man, is when it comes to responsibility. She has some culpability.
He's speaking for himself, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't want to.
She has some culpability in this. Okay, she's 18. And I say that because women and men are different. Women at 18, they get pushed out into the dating market, into the sexual market. 18, boom. Men, it doesn't usually happen for men until about 25 to 29. Okay, like when you're actually out there, because we're not valuable at that point. Young men aren't. We're not. If you're a good looking dude and you got a little change in your pocket, yeah, of course you're gonna get girls. But women get pushed out there because at 18, if you can bag a nigga that's 40, that's a millionaire, that got nice cars in the house,
1,000 there.
You're 1,000 there, 100,000 there, tens of thousands there.
Bitch, you winning.
If he pull up in a 2020 something and you 18, you're good. And that's what we put on young women nowadays.
Who's we?
Society.
Where's your family at?
She don't have one.
No, I'm just saying in general. What you talking about? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she even said to herself in response, I don't know if it was Twitter or Facebook, but she hopped on there. First thing that came out of her mouth, I don't know why you guys are tripping so much. I'm grown. I got a 1-year-old kid already. She's already programmed in her mind because society has told her at 18, you're grown. And because she has a child, she's already, I'm already a mother. I'm taking care of my child. Now I'm 18. I'm legal. I'm grown. So, yeah, she has some culpability. Of course he manipulated her. Of course. He's a 60-something-year-old man now. So he's been doing this for years.
He's been around.
He's at that point, you're smarter, you're more intelligent, you're more developed. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not. So, yeah, when you put a child, you put any child up against a full-grown, mentally developed adult, 9 times out of 10, unless there's some prodigy, they're going to come out on top manipulation-wise because they've had a lot more experience. He's lived 3 of her lifetimes. Of course he's going to be able to manipulate her. Okay? But there's still some culpability on her end because you're 18. Like y'all was saying, you can't tell me in this day and age of social media that you ain't seen some type of red flags all over the place. Somebody said something to you like, girl, he don't even look that
she
good.
From Florida. I know one of them girls was like,
why are you even he wrong and he is responsible, but she also has to hold that bucket as well. Because if we his accountability, and then I'm done. If we don't hold her accountable for a terrible decision that she made, that she's going to live life
thinking
It's
right.
everyone else's fault. Oh, it's not my fault that I married him. He just manipulated me, and I was just no. We're not going to do that. You're also accountable. Hold yourself accountable, young woman. Learn this lesson, because when you come out of this situation, you're going to be like, I can't keep putting it on everyone else just because I'm young, just because I'm a teen mother, just because I'm this. No. We're not going to get rid of it. We're not going to let you escape accountability. So that's what I think about that. Like, she has to be held responsible because she has to be held accountable.
He makes a good point too as well, because this is a story that I would tell my daughter. Like, look, take a look at the story. Look what she did here. What she did here. This man was a predator. Influenced a lot of it. Don't go along with this. Don't be like her. Exactly. That's what mothers tell their daughters. Don't do what she did.
Some of us had female friends we've like growing up knowing, and like the whole, oh, maybe we should talk. It's like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown up with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is a grown ass man that raised a child. Somebody who's really still a child. I'm not gonna get into it. That's just think about that.
It's
shit,
weird.
man.
It's fucking weird.
Just think about that for a second. But if you're supporting this, meet me behind the Walmart. We can fight. Straight up. That's solely on me. But you know,
I mean, it's classic Florida for you. Why is it always Florida?
He said classic Florida.
Why is it always Florida,
bro?
Like, I've been to Florida several times.
I mean, let's not act like that's a fact. Like,
yeah, we know
it is what it is. Like, the motherfuckers accept a lot of shit.
They're different. They different though.
We'd have whooped his 61-year-old ass out there at the reception doing the motherfucking
bro, you not catching that
electric slide.
Bro.
He ain't showing up to the reception.
You not making it that far.
I want you to feel comfortable. So when his ass will come,
I'm trying to whoop him in that all white outfit and them loafers.
Ain't no
bro. You can't fight it.
Why you come in black forces?
Ain't no love. Ain't no love.
Fuck that.
Let's talk about the city of brotherly love.
Philly.
Yeah, I know what this is. First of all, one time for Ben. Actually, no, I ain't gonna do that right now. I can't get in the round of applause.
Look at that.
You can't get the button. You get the round of applause. So this is the biggest lie I was ever told, was Ben Simmons wearing a shooting sleeve. Like, that is.
Hey man, hey, this ain't about the sleeve right now. All right, chill out.
It ain't about the sleeve.
Hey, bro, that shot look like it's about to come off. That shot look like it's about to come off like Hakeem Noah free throw.
Oh my God!
Look at it.
He does not look confident in this shot
at all.
Not at all. Hey, real quick. Hey, we got to.
And I like Ben Simmons.
Hey, shout out to the D1 prospects in the room too as well. looking around. Hey, Dev, real quick thoughts on Ben Simmons' game before we go into it.
You know how I feel about Ben Simmons.
You call him the next LeBron.
Yeah, he definitely was very adamant.
I remember that day.
That's my take. I say he does need to improve. There's certain aspects of his game, but he's 6'10". He moves like a point guard. He can drive to the hoop just like LeBron did in his earlier stage of his career. He just can't shoot. He can pass like hell. I mean, he's
an excellent passer.
Excellent passer. He's a better defender than LeBron. Like, the dude has everything to be the next great player, except he just can't shoot.
Listen. I will take that back.
Every man can have one.
He cannot shoot in NBA games. Pick up one game. This motherfucker is 8'12".
You talking pro-am games?
Yes, this motherfucker. He can't. That form right there. That form. That look. That glare. That flare of a nose is hitting shot in pro-am games.
Hey, at the
Don't
Goodman
know
League?
how. Maybe it's the crowd. Maybe the crowd's too big.
Pressure, man.
It is a lot of pressure. That's
the crowd.
Come on, man. That's the NBA, bro. We're looking for you to perform at the top, at the peak.
Let's talk about it, because it's gonna be a lot. It's a lot of layers to this one. So Ben Simmons, just recap, last year against the Wizards. One time for the Wizards too as well.
Of course.
Yeah, shout out to my man Mo Harrell. Yeah, good to have Mo Harrell in the city. But so Scott Brooks and old Wizards coach Scott Brooks, he did the old hack and bend on him. And Ben Simmons' foul troubles began from there. Man couldn't hit it. He couldn't hit anything. Couldn't throw a ball in the ocean.
No, he
went on to the next series against the Hawks. and he just completely broke down as a player. Remember that one play? What was it? Game 6, Game 7, where he had the dunk. Yeah, he just passed it up, get a clean dunk, and just passed it. And the crowd started booing him too as well. They ended up losing against the Hawks. After the game, they asked Doc Rivers about Ben Simmons, and he was like, "Well, I don't know if I can win with him or not." Essentially, that's what he said.
So the coach says that after the playoff series.
Yeah, and then Ben Simmons was like, "Well, the hell with this. I went out." So they tried to trade him, couldn't trade him. He had to report back because they were bleeding him for money. Now he's back. Now he's playing a different kind of game. Back hurt. Mental health.
Bro, it's, you know how hard it is to trade a motherfucker. Have you seen these young motherfuckers coming out of high school and college right now?
I mean, there's some good dudes.
Man, it's some very not even
they
not
for
even
the Pacers,
bro. It is some very. Let me say
Morgan?
this. It is some very young. Not saying that they're great, athletic kids coming out that you can develop easily. Until this guy. So until he can play the back row, all that shit. Yeah, he's 6'10". He could see the floor. He could penetrate all that. Guess what? It's a motherfucker 6'4", doing all that, playing defense and got a better shot, and it's 21. Who the fuck you gonna take?
It seems like that contract. He got that contract.
He better stop playing and start shooting like it's a pro-am out that motherfucker.
Did y'all watch Kwame Brown when he was talking Ben Simmons recently? About
I try not to watch Kwame. I agree too much with him, so I didn't.
Kwame went in. He said, "Look, he said you keep doing this, they gonna take all your money away from you."
Yeah.
He said, "This money thing, ain't last long in the pros."
Nah.
He said, "Don't worry about your teammates either." He said, "Team is gonna come and go. It's gonna be your friends you have now, and your family, and you better make sure they don't start taking that food out your mouth. Mama's cooking." He didn't say mama's cooking. That's just me.
But
that little sauce on that.
Yeah. Yo, he said, "I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna hop my tractor."
Bro, look, I feel for the brother. Like I feel for Ben.
Let me read the article and I'm going to go right back to you.
Article?
Yeah.
Okay.
So ESPN. All-star Philadelphia 76ers guard Ben Simmons plans to meet with medical professionals for an evaluation after telling the team Friday that he wasn't mentally ready to play to his expectations and needed the time to step away. Simmons met separately with Coach Doc Rivers, medical staff, and teammates Friday morning at the team's facility in Camden, New Jersey, and started a process that expected to continue to keep him from making the season debut. After he told the team's medical staff of his reasons needing to seek help, Sixers continue to offer Simmons whatever resources are necessary to assist him, sources says. Obviously, he's not playing right now. You already saw what happened with practice recently. Another Sixers player in practice causing issues. Though we saw that once with Iverson, then we see it again, let alone Ben Simmons. But here we are. So, Dev, is this him just wanting to get traded, or is this more so him actually suffering mental health issues from this? Now, with that being said, is he using the platform of mental health to step away from the team, therefore doesn't have to play with a team he does not want to play for, which in case is, I consider this a crime against humanity. You know how we consider mental health here at BNY. Is he really suffering from it? I'm not going to say he is. I'm going to say he isn't. But there are bad actors sometimes when it comes to things like this.
Look, my opinion, he's absolutely suffering from some sort of mental health issue when it comes to the franchise and playing with them. All right. Mm-hmm. You alluded to it earlier. After that game, after the Wizards series and during the Hawks series, on that particular play, wide open dunk, passed it. That is an extreme confidence issue. Okay? That's not just you know what I'm saying? Like something mentally, he wasn't even confident enough to just take a layup or a dunk at that because he was right there at the rim. That's a mental block right there. The dude now is so afraid of faltering that he couldn't even take a layup. Okay, and that was then. And then you have your coach, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame coach, said that after the game about you. Don't know we can win with you. So that's how you end your season, with your coach saying that about you. Mm-hmm. And now you got all postseason, summer, and all this stuff. You're trying to improve your game, but in the back of your mind, you still know how your team feels about you, how your coach feels about you, how the city, because it didn't just stop there.
Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia drug him.
Oh, Philly! I mean, you know how Philly fans are.
And they're savages, but they drug him through the mud. So imagine you living in a city where people are telling you they hate your guts.
And also Twitter too as well. You've seen it every day.
Bro, so you can't tell me that the influx of all of this stuff didn't weigh down on him mentally. And then you expect me to come back out the following season and perform in this type of environment. See, gone are the days where we would say, shooters keep shooting. You know, it'll come back. He didn't get that love. Hey, look, bro, you was messing up a little bit of confidence, but yo, you're the all-star. You and Embiid are the core of this team. If Doc would have just came out and said, look, Ben, I get it, baby. I was there. I was a player. I've been there. You're a little shook. But we expecting greatness from you. And we're going to keep pushing you. That's a vote of confidence, but he did the complete opposite. Now, let's not act like this is the first time that Doc has done this. You remember, Kawhi had the exact same complaint about him with the Clippers, how he would treat the players and talk to players. This isn't new that Doc that he degrades players publicly or in the locker room. He does this. Hell, just last week, he went to Ben Simmons' agent's house and to talk with the both of them. In this man's house, he raises his voice and tells him that you need to fucking play
on your
signed
contract.
a fucking contract. Who are you to talk to me in my house this way? He has zero respect for players because of who he is. So you got all these things adding up, and you telling me that I'm supposed to walk in that gym with no confidence from anyone other than what I build for myself. You all don't trust me. You all have no confidence in me. You have drugged me publicly, and you have told me that I'm not the future of this team. What is he supposed to do? What is and he's still, Ben Simmons is only, 24?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude's super young.
Yeah.
Still super young. Come on now. What are you expecting of any person, any kid that young? They're still mentally developing and growing, and because you get pushed into the NBA like that, bro, you're still mentally developed. Cause you know how basketball players are. Mm-hmm. Yo, you get pushed when they see talent, they just push you, immature at all. They just want you to get to the next level. So a lot of these dudes get pushed into these situations where they're not mentally ready to be a basketball player, because it's not
at that level.
At that level, because it's not just the court. You got to deal with the media. You got to deal with the fans, contracts and owners, other teams.
Because once again, it's a business, bro.
It is.
They don't give a shit. Just like
they don't.
We talk about the Lord about the car. They don't. They look at it as a business. Like, motherfucker, you supposed to be a professional. This was how you perform.
Very
and this
true.
goes back to the mental health when we was talking about the Olympics. That's all I was saying. We're all fucking humans, bro. We have some type of breaking point. We have some type of, you know what I'm saying? And for, like you said, I will agree. I would definitely agree with that. Doc having no respect for the player, the social media, the city, other players. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more shit being said to that man and probably sent to his phone from his teammates of some fuck shit. You get what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be a professional. You're not performing at a professional level. But at the same time, look, this is, fuck you. This is all what I'm dealing with. It's hard to go out there and say, I'm going to keep shooting this shot. And these motherfuckers, as soon as I touch the ball, booing me. Oh, fuck it. Why not swing it to somebody else? You don't want me to have it, but now you're mad I didn't take a shot. But
what am I supposed to do?
Now I need to take a shot. You're not giving me that support and that love and this city, just the fans in general, just the players. If his friend, when he hit that one, remember that corner three he hit?
Oh, and everyone
erupted.
Oh yeah, for sure. Scream.
Erupted. You could see in his face, it was like, okay.
He felt good about it.
Okay, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Just maybe. But then a couple weeks later, you shitting on him.
Shitting on him.
Mentally,
That's
as
tough.
an athlete, I know people say, and even me, I'm competitive. I like to see people thinking that I can't do something, I can't do this, I can't do that, and proving them wrong. But when it's a whole city, your franchise don't believe in you, your teammates not believing, it's like, why the fuck should I be here?
Just let me go somewhere else.
Just let me, because y'all putting all this weight, all this strain, all this mental shit on me. Like, I can't deal with this shit.
Yeah,
It is what it is. I can't deal with this shit.
So let me talk with this too as well. Here, I'm gonna hand you the phone real quick. Hey, what's good, TikTok? How y'all doing? Philly fans, we know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a religion to them. It goes beyond sports at a certain point. Remember last year when they poured the popcorn on Russell Westbrook?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and all the other things that then the countless athletes over the years. They abuse their people to a certain point. That you have this 6'10" point God's playing.
Yeah.
Defense, pass, and everything that refuse to play for you. Doc Rivers to me is super overrated. Anybody could have coached that Celtics team, they would have won with that roster.
What?
And not to mention, you had Tom Thibodeau on the bench that did a lot of the defensive strategy. Doc Rivers ain't done shit since then, except for blow 3-1 leads in the playoffs.
Two.
Doc Rivers, when it comes to him handling the situation, man, honestly, he should be the one to be suspended. You walk, like you said, you walk into this man's house screaming and yelling. You signed the contract. Are you an owner, Doc Rivers? Were you never a player? We can't tell at this point.
Can't.
I'm all for Ben Simmons doing what he does. Like, honestly, this was going to happen. Let's say Ben Simmons suits up, plays the game in Philly. What's going to happen every time he touches the ball? You got 20,000 people screaming and yelling at him, no matter what he does on the court. Let alone if they lose, then Twitter's going to blow up afterwards, all over him. Obviously, the main sports trades, they're getting at him too as well. Except for Shannon Sharp, obviously the advocate of the player, him being a former player. But like we said with the Olympics, with old girl, what's her name, the gymnast, Simone Biles. Yeah, Simone Biles. She said she had to step away. Hey, and last year with last year with the players were in the bubble.
Yep.
When they went to play because everything that happened up in near Milwaukee with the shooting, it's like, look, we're not doing this. They're not here for your entertainment. They're good at it. This is their profession. It's what they're paid to do. And sometimes profession, you got to just take time off. I mean, damn, we don't make as much money.
But motherfucker get allowed to take time off,
leave,
bro,
and things like that.
That's the thing, Ricky. Though people, I'm telling you, bro, people.
Dennis Rodman took time
are
off.
so insensitive about things that's going to affect certain things, their entertainment, or we could have a winning season if you're doing this. Or they're so caught up on that instead of like, you know what, fuck it. If he touches the ball coming out of court and they stand up and clap and just do small things to show, like, you know what, we appreciate you here. We know what type of player you could be.
That will go a long way.
It will go a long way with his confidence.
Imagine 15,000 people cheering, Ben, shouting his name every time he touched the ball, like you said, cheering his name. That'd be a lot.
You make a mistake, okay, we're not going to hound you for it. It's that everybody makes a mistake on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you're 24 years old with the responsibility with Embiid to carry this team to a place where it hasn't been in a while.
Yeah. We didn't ask y'all to, go to the club every weekend, kick
Exactly.
it. We ain't asked for all that. Y'all be the best of friends on that court. Y'all could do a lot of damage.
You don't hear about Ben though. You don't hear about him out at clubs.
No, at 24,
out
he could millions.
You don't hear about him just partying all night. So it's like you said, like the human aspect. It's like, bro, like you realize, like he's not someone that you hear about that makes waves in the news.
Well,
he
dated one of the Jenners.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's it. That's all you heard.
You're gonna make the news if you date a cousin or a third best friend of.
But that was
it.
it. And everything with that was, they dated.
And they
worked out.
And
That was it.
And it was over.
And then boom, he moved on, and that was it. But that was all that you really heard about. You don't hear about him fucking up. You don't hear about him wilding out at the club, throwing bags and money and all this type of shit. You don't hear about Ben Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons was spotted out on the Cape Canaveral on a 40-foot yacht, partying and throwing bottles in the
Driving
ocean.
his Porsche 130
Bro,
miles an
you
hour
don't
racing.
hear
Like, you
nothing
don't hear
like
none of that.
This situation, boom. The only stuff you hear about him, honestly, is when he's in the gym doing the pro-ams and summer leagues. He is working. He's always working on his craft.
Exactly.
There's certain things that he needs to improve on a little bit more, but he's always working on it. And that he has the confidence at certain points, but again, that's different when you got 20,000 people.
Said, shoot that shit like you at the pro
Fuck it,
am,
just
Ben.
shoot it.
Shoot that
You know
bitch
what
like
he
it's
needs to
no
do?
consequences.
He needs to go to the game,
No
with
bullshit.
earplugs in, so he can drown out the people like at
and
the gym.
just ball.
Oh, you know, it's like those old
Just
commercials
ball,
with the Drake beats. Here you wanna.
Yo, that's it.
You know the signs. You know what the offense is.
That's it.
Just ball, bro. But I'm not saying it's something easy, but that's what he's going to have to do because at this point, nobody is really believing in you but you.
He's also a product of the new NBA.
He really
Shoot. He's not a product. He's a victim. That's what I mean. Shoot.
Everybody's got to shoot. Stretch. Somebody to stretch
the
the floor.
fucking Wizards versus the Raptors. They were 5 of 32 from 3. At what point we growing up did we ever shoot that many, or even NBA games?
We went to the rack more than any, and at me being the height, I was like, they used to lay me at different games at like 6'2", 6'3", and because I played the 3.
Yeah.
Anything I did from JV to varsity was to the basket because either my percentage is higher. I get an and one. That's a 3-point play right there. That's even better. Yeah, I was in my 11th grade year. I was a 92% free throw shooter.
Oh, one time for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I will not get mad. Free points. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, in this league now, they want somebody to stretch the floor with more shooters and all this. I listen. I've watched Kevin Love on different platforms and doing stuff, but what they made him. It's not what Kevin Love was.
Oh, he paid to play the LeBron system. He became Ryan Anderson.
But that's my thing. Why would you want a player to down what the fuck he can do just to play in this system? You get what I'm saying? It's stupid as shit. Put something around him that works. Yeah, LeBron and him could have worked, but you got to give him them touches. You got to let him play his game. But no, you switched all that shit around. I think Kevin Love is still a good basketball player. But he could have been a great basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons, I believe me personally, I believe Ben Simmons at 6'10" with that wingspan and ability to put the ball on the floor is going to get it. Will he get it with the Sixers? I don't believe so because it's not there. But I do believe, and I pray to God he has a few games where he dropped like 30 to show them like, I can do this. I don't give a fuck if they be like, well, he had 5 next game and only 10 this game. But guess what? He showed you he had the potential. If y'all motherfuckers believe in him, y'all don't want to believe in him, okay. He's going to give you, spurts of what he can do. Y'all going to send him somewhere else. And I hope he knock y'all out the fucking playoffs.
Well, one thing about him, too, as well, you told him a 6'10" point guard. I mean, who's guarding him? You want to take your small forward?
That's what you're going to do. You're going to rotate. It's going to be problems all over the floor.
That's one thing Kwame said. He said, first 5 plays of the game, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting down to the block.
Yeah,
5 straight times. At the very least, I'm getting fouled.
And if they, like we used to run motion in high school, if we had a guard that was bigger than another guard, we ran motion high. Hoping to get, you know what I'm saying? We'll take this switch because guess what? I'm bigger than the guard. If we set the screen and he gets over the screen, we're going to the basket. Or we're going to kick it off to the big guy, slide down to that block, and let the big guy that could pass, shout out to Big Anthony Ivory, that could drop the ball down there, and we're going to work. You get what I'm saying?
6'10".
And if the big guy comes off the screen and helps side, he's going to put him in the mixing bowl. You know what I'm saying? And get to the basket and one's all this.
Point guard is stopping?
No,
6'10" bit.
It's not.
Nobody.
Simmons.
It's not.
Hey,
Put
one
him
time.
on the block.
Let's close this one out. Around the room. So what's Ben Simmons' fate? What happens?
He needs to leave. He
What
needs
do
to
you
leave
think
Philly.
will happen by a year from now? Where's he at? What happens? We got to name a team, but is he still in Philly? He's going?
No, he's gone. It's too late now for him to leave because I think November 2nd is the trading deadline.
No, not that. No.
No, I'm thinking of another sport. My bad.
You're thinking of NFL.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Not till February. It's like season just started. How'd that happen?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's my
What was
fault. He'll be here this season. He'll eventually play because, like you said, once them pockets start getting taxed, he's gonna have to show up.
Yeah.
Take this time out. Use whatever excuse you need. Next year, though, I pray that he's not there. That's my hope for him.
Yeah.
I don't think he will be there next year, though. This year's a wash. They're going to keep him. They're going to handle. They're going to hold on to him. But next year, once they're able to spend this season drawing up interest in him, putting pieces together, next year he'll be gone.
What'd you think, Lou?
Right. Because I'm be honest with you, I agree with Devin. I think next year he will be gone. But I'm not gonna lie, I like Ben more than I give him credit for. I really do. I really like Ben. All I want to say is, Ben, shoot that bitch like you at the pro, bro. Don't worry about the motherfucker. I know it's harder to do than say, but they're looking for you to score. If you don't, shit, you know what? Dropping an MB, cut to the basket, dunk on somebody. Because there's no way they can stop you at the guard position. You get what I'm saying? So, Brody,
play to your strengths.
Play to your strengths. If them motherfuckers leave you open, jack that bitch you like you at the Pro-Am, mellow with the hoodie on. And when you let it go, just ease back down court.
Just walk off.
Just go back down. Let motherfuckers know you are confident in your shot, even if you miss. And nigga look at you, look, I thought it was going there, motherfucker. You on the bench. Sub me out there. Sub me out there. Just have that attitude. Look, y'all wanted me back here for a year. I'm jacking this bitch.
They're gonna have to get mad at me.
You're gonna have to.
They're gonna take me off the court.
I think eventually eventually in the season, he's gonna get to the point like, okay, like you said, my pocket's gonna get taxed. Only thing I can do is go out here and play this motherfucking game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do believe he's gonna have spurts where motherfuckers see that shit and the interest gonna go up. And I hope he goes somewhere like
Golden State.
Washington.
Jesus Christ. If he goes to Golden State.
They got a couple young pieces there.
Listen, he go to Golden State with
draft picks. They got a couple young pieces there to make it happen.
With Curry getting older, that's going to really open up the floor for him. He's going to do less. He's going to just Reggie Miller come off a couple of screens.
He's going to be the one to wing.
Jacket, yeah. Because if you don't step out there, he's going to knock it down. If you do step out there, you got fucking Ben Simmons, this 6'10" guard, one-on-one with this 6'4", 6'5" guard.
And his passing with Draymond out there, defense.
There you go. Draymond can step out.
Warriors make it happen.
They
got a little package.
You can put Ben anywhere on the floor.
Anywhere.
And it would be a problem. It's a mismatch, right?
Yeah.
Mismatch.
Imagine like Ben playing like the old Amari Stoudemire role.
Ooh.
At the high post.
Ooh.
And just distributing from there.
Yeah. Because he could slide down. You slide down. Hey, listen, it's either going to be a bucket or an and one or a foul. You're going to send me to the line.
Or you going to pass it to Clay or Steph.
Yeah. Or he could
Draymond.
He could fake. He could do the screen, come off of it, mid-range. Let's start there.
Do well in Cali, too, as well.
Yeah.
So, close to Australia.
Bro, listen.
hey, we out of here, TikTok. I appreciate y'all.
It's close to Australia. Really? All right, I guess. I mean,
okay. But yeah, I think Ben gone next year, bro. I think as the Sixers should just go ahead and just,
this is a problem. This is a problem with fucking management in sports. And like you said, it's a business, bro.
It's a business. That's how they
Deshaun
look at
Watson, all this shit, bro.
it's
like
a business.
they got a stranglehold on these players, and it becomes like outside of just sports. Like, yo, this is like a humanity.
It
type
really
thing,
is, bro. It really
outside
is
outside of this business.
Because
shit.
if a motherfucker came down with all these business, I was like, you're not being the right owner. You're not making these pieces. And went they like. Kick him out. They would be like, hold on, like I'm trying my best. Like what is going like, and then knowing that money is gonna go from this to this, the motherfuckers would say, oh, mental health, I've had this going on in my family, this and that, and then you'll find out all this other shit that's going on just for them to save their ass to be in this position to do what the fuck they're doing.
But it doesn't apply to the players.
It doesn't apply to the players, but guess what? I'm the ringmaster, motherfucker. Do what I want.
They slave driving, man.
I don't want to see Ben lose any more money.
I don't
That contract was too fat. Generational wealth. Hate to see it. This day in Black History.
You gonna give it to me?
Don't worry. We're good.
Special guest.
Special guest always.
If I fuck up some words, man, you know, I might ask.
PG education.
I'll spell it out too. THE. I'm joking.
The. Is it the?
Tahi.
The.
Oh man, what you want me to start at the very top? All right,
That's usually.
This day in Black History, man, October 22nd. Milton L. Olive III.
Get back in the mic a little bit.
I'm sorry.
You good?
Milton L. Olive III. I want to say Oliver because it felt like it should say Oliver, but a United States Army soldier was the first African American to receive the Medal of Honor in Vietnam War. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like my man definitely was like, look, it's real out here. I'm gonna make it home.
We'll show the picture.
Private First Class Milton Lee Olive III. The Medal of Honor, America's highest military decoration, was awarded to Olive for sacrificing his life for his fellow soldiers on October 22nd, 1965, at the age of 18.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. Part of
Medal of
the Congressional Medal of Honor citation reads, Olive and 4 other soldiers were moving through the jungle together where a grenade was thrown into their midst. Olive saw the grenade and then saved the lives of his fellow soldiers at the sacrifice of his own by grabbing the grenade in his hand and falling on it to absorb the blast with his body.
Ooh.
Damn, for his people.
Bro. Not just his people, his brothers that he was fighting. Bro, Private First Class Olive was born on November 7th, 1946 in Chicago, Illinois. Chi-town. Olive joined the military at the age of 17 was serving in Vietnam as a part of the Company B of the 2nd I might mess this word up, but Battalion Airborne 503 Infantry what did it say? 173rd Airborne Brigade. He died in the jungle area. His acts of heroism, sacrifice, bravery, and love for his fellow soldiers is beyond most of society's comprehension. Exactly. He was being a human protecting other humans.
And he was
regardless
18,
of
18 too.
18, bro. He really knew in his mind he was going over here to fight and protect not only his brothers but his country. But I'm not going to get into all that. Oliver is buried in Lexington, Holmes County, Mississippi, the area where he lived as a young boy through his high school.
I just
Through high school. I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this and leave it here. He was 18 years old. I know a lot of, you know what I'm saying, probably back then a lot of guys, young guys lost their lives. But to be a black man in America in 1965.
Yeah.
And go over here with probably people that's in the same, that probably didn't even care nothing about you. And you still sacrifice and lay down your life for these people and other people in America that did not care for you as being a black man. And you said, you know what, fuck this.
This is greater than just.
This is great. It's because it's a humane act, bro.
That seems to be the theme of tonight's
gospel.
No, bro, it's a real, bro, because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And so today in Black History Month, bro, we celebrate you, Mr. Milton Olive III, because, you know.
That's one thing I love about these, that I didn't know anything about this man beforehand.
I didn't either.
I didn't even heard of him before.
I'm still scrolling. I'm still shooting through it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's important that we highlight history that hasn't been highlighted to us over the years.
Exactly. I haven't learned this in school.
Nah, the first. That's a Medal of Honor. That's a big
American
deal.
to receive the Medal of Honor.
That should be something that's highlighted.
Yeah.
The first black man to win the Medal of Honor in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That should be highlighted. That should be something that goes on.
I'm pretty sure somebody, black, white, went back and was probably like, listen, this man saved our lives. Like,
yeah.
Regardless of how you feel, his color, whatever you think about him, he saved our lives. He saved people in our platoon, people that you know what I'm saying, that's out here to protect the United States. He did not care about none of that. They didn't say he grabbed it and threw it and tried to, you know what I'm saying? He grabbed it and laid on it.
That's tough.
That's what Captain America shit.
Bro, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Sacrifice myself for the greater good.
That's tough.
That's incredible.
And I'm not going to lie, real quick, you know what that reminds me of how we had the conversation of there's no race in America that really.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are some of the most loyal people that you can, throughout history, think of. You've enslaved, beat, bigotry, and guess what we do? In America, we still help, fight, march.
For everyone else.
For everyone else also.
We're loyal.
Can't be shaken.
Yeah, so, you know. Imitate and never duplicate it. You get what I'm saying?
One time, round of applause for this man, too, as well. Mr. Oliver, rest in peace. Your award is well deserved. And, I mean, I'm not saying go out there and risk your lives, but just be human. Let this man inspire you in different ways.
Yeah, Brody. We here together. I don't think people really realize that as humans, we're here together.
We're all on the same
rock.
rock.
All in the same
around the
boat.
sun, traveling through space.
Yeah,
you get one shot at this shit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, baby. That's all you got. Grand close. Hey, this is fantastic. Lou, man, appreciate you coming through. Hey, start off with you. Give us some final words.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna lie. That's what I almost poured down diagonal the whole situation. First off, it's always a pleasure, man, coming here and sitting with you guys, man, because I don't get a lot of this, you know, nowadays.
Fair.
Yeah, so it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure that Ricky just accepts me. Even Ricky, I'm coming today. He probably be like, sure you are, motherfucker. I see you.
I had a couple cameras to set up. Nothing too crazy. I had to do it anyway.
So, you know, I greatly appreciate that, man, and I appreciate you fellas, and I appreciate the conversations, and I appreciate the fans chiming in on stuff. I appreciate just this in general because like I tell people before, bro, we used to be in here, hoodies, jackets, like full suited up, no heat, no air, nothing, no real mic, bro. We had church tables in here,
no water, no oxygen,
nothing. These cups and drinks, these are a privilege. I didn't know we was gonna get to this point. I felt like we was gonna eat animal crackers and drink water for the rest of the time. You know what I'm saying? So cameras, I did. But like for real, people, like we're like from everything we spoke on, bro. If you think about it and just really sit down and think about it as a human and as a person, how you would want to be treated and how you would want people to sympathize and how you would want people to be on your side to understand who you are. It has no race. It has no ethnicity, no religion, nothing. Like if we're understandable because we know how we feel as humans throughout the day, throughout the struggle, throughout the hustle and bustle, and try to really understand each other, I'm telling you, it's people be like, oh, it's so much, it's so hard, I can't make a difference. Yes, you can. Yes, we all can. Because the fact of the matter is, it's bigger than us, but we're bigger than it. And if you don't understand that, I'm not going to get all into it because I'm not a big political person, but they feed off everything we do. Like I told somebody the other day, and I'm gonna shut this down real quick because I could go into it. We fuel our country. When you wake up and go to work and do this and do that, that is not only helping your company, that helps your company make money. Your company does this and does that and does that, and it helps America to keep running. We are the fucking battery, bro. And if we all can come together and unify just parts of this country, just imagine how much of a charge and how much of a difference we can actually make. It's been a lot on my mind lately, and like I said, as a man, I've been growing. I've been realizing a lot of stuff, and I swear to God, I'm making this clear.
You good?
Bigotry, racism, just we all are different. We all have our own opinions. We all have our own feelings. Mm-hmm. But to try to understand somebody else and where they're at, and you might help somebody instead of just shutting it down because you don't believe in it or you think it's bullshit or it doesn't make sense to you, doesn't mean that it's not right. It doesn't mean that others don't think like that or they should think like you because it's easier because that's what you believe. You get what I'm saying? It's easy to say, oh, this is what I believe because of the experience that I've went through. Yeah. And say, well, what you believe isn't, you know what I'm saying, isn't right, it isn't this because I've been through this and I know this. But you might be here, they might be here. If you could come back down here and help them elevate to a point of an understanding, and then you could try to understand them as humans, we can progress. We progress, and we in a lot of the life we don't even like each other. We don't agree with a lot of each other things we do, and look how and we still progress. Look how we've progressed, motherfucker. You would never think that you would grab a phone and be able to put it to your face and fucking talk to your mother or whatever and look at them. And that and in that progression, and we still have all this shit that we have to work through. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We have to, yeah. So if we could come together and just be understanding as humans to humanity, bro, it will be, it's a process, but it will be a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? It will be a lot more things happening. You think things not happening in your neighborhood or in the community and this and this and this because it's somebody else somewhere not giving a fuck about humanity. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and all that, bro, love each other, respect each other. You get what I'm saying? And just try to understand. And I mean, granted, some things are just far from thought. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, I can't believe how this person's acting like this, acting like this. It's because of their experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the people they have around them. So if you could show somebody different and show that you're trying to understand them, that would take it a lot. You know what I'm saying? That'll take a lot of things. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And then they'll probably be like, you know what? Like he actually heard me out. He actually tried to, you know what I'm saying, see where I was at. And they might say, you know what? I kind of disagree with Ricky here, but let me hear him out because I might, you know what I'm saying? It's not as hard as you think it is. It's only hard because people want to believe and be stagnated in their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be here. That's what they want to be because it fits them. It doesn't, it's comfortable. It doesn't rattle anything outside of their world. But guess what, people? It's a lot of shit that's going on that's rattling your fucking world. But, you know, until we come together as humans, bro, and really solve a problem that's a problem, we'll always be in the same cycle. Facts. It will always be in the same cycle.
It's never going to stop.
Hey, one time for that. I like everything. Bullshit, bro. Yeah, that's a message that people need to hear. Yeah. We're going to push that one out there.
But, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Respect each other, love each other. Have a good weekend. Happy birthday for me, 24th Sunday. I'm coming out here.
Hey.
I'll be out here enjoying myself. Y'all enjoy yourself, man. Appreciate you having me here, Ricky. And, you know, always with Devin. I'm going to punch him in his ribs when that's, you know, later on.
And so he can be late for another 10 minutes after that.
He's just my cousin. I just felt like I should jab him in his ribs.
Damn. Got to catch his rib real quick.
You late for a rib jabbing? Double rib jabbing.
That's 30 minutes.
Go ahead, cuz.
Oh, I ain't got nothing, man. Like you just like hit on a lot of good points. All I'm gonna say is like I appreciate being here, man, and like you said, it starts with every individual as far as change goes. Each individual if they wake up in the morning to do something a little bit different, something a little bit better, it goes a long way in the grander scheme. But there's a lot to overcome to kind of achieve that thought.
Yeah.
One day, maybe, hold out hope that things are kind of change for the better, but we'll see. We definitely got to come up out of our echo chambers. And like you said, we got to be willing to listen to other people with different perspectives. That's the only way things going to change.
True.
Vanessa Bryant's case and, all these other people that we talked about tonight, if people on the other side of these situations were just listening and receptive, then it would probably negate a lot of the fuckery that be going on in the news.
Yeah.
Shit that we don't even cover. You know what I'm saying?
It's so much stuff.
So, other than that, though, man, I'm just glad that we have this platform in our little bit corner of the universe here in the DMV that we can just reach out and we can just talk our shit and express ourselves and get it out there, get it open. Like that's what we here for, man. And I'm just proud that we're able to continue to do this and do it at the level that we've achieved thus far. And to everyone that's watching, whether it's now live or in the future, take account because BNY is definitely going to be on the rise here soon, man.
Definitely.
Other than that, I'm out, man. That's it for me.
I think both of y'all hit some very good points. I'm not going to rehash any of that, but as far as what do we have to cancel is canceling people. Like, if someone has an opinion or a thought about something, find out exactly why they think the way they do. I'm curious. What is it about you that makes you tick like that? Let's find that out. All right, we found that out. All right, I'll tell you why I think that's wrong. And you can tell me why you think that I'm wrong. All right, fair enough. Is there a middle ground? We can learn something from each other. What we always say on this podcast, we don't know everything. We're here to learn and continue to grow the message.
Exactly.
That is facts, bro.
Yeah. And like I've always said too as well, if anyone feels of a discerning opinion, feel free. Talk offline, get a conversation on here. But you do nothing by saying stuff about you or me, anyone else, and never having the conversation actually have that, that arena, the realm of ideas go head to head. And then you may find out a lot about yourself too as well.
You can't know everything if you know nothing.
You may find out why someone's background is the way they are, or why they feel the way they do about certain things, or why they say the things the way they present them. So, conversation is important. That's what we have here. We'll continue to have here. Everybody's opinions are welcome. Yep. No matter how controversial they may come across, but
of course.
It's important because the way I look at it is that your opinion isn't just you by yourself that has it. No, there's thousands of other people.
Having the
same You're echoing a lot of other people.
Yeah. So I'm not just talking to someone's opinion. I'm looking at this part of the couch, anyone here, but it's thousands of people behind that person that feel the same way. Exactly. So it's more than just, hey, Lou, you're wrong, or hey, Rick, you ain't right, bro. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about it.
Why?
Same way I frame my questions, the way I do. I ask you, is it mental health for real? Is he just using it as, we're talking about Ben Simmons, he's using it as an excuse? Because people feel that way. So it's only right that we bring, it's only three of us here, so we had to bring as many questions and opinions we have and then from there, we should give you exactly how we think we work through it. So, I think this is fantastic. We did a great job tonight. Pat ourselves on the back for that one because if you ain't giving yourself awards, who is?
Yeah, no boy.
Hey, let's go and get out of here. We'll talk a little bit after the pod. I'm going to show you that intro too as well, the little bit that we got so far. Just a little bit, not too much. Go back to the co-open. I'm going ahead and mute these mics, and we're going to bring in that intro. Bonaparte. Hey, in the words of me too as well, in the podcast. 1.